Moving on to the PlayStation Corner, guys, we got a hefty story. There's so much information. Adam and I are not going to read through all these pieces. It'll take us forever. So just make sure if you're listening on the podcast or you're on YouTube, I'm going to have the links to all these things in there so you can go look at it along with us as we talk about it. Without further ado, the PlayStation Plus lineup revealed. We have more info in regards to this updated PlayStation Plus lineup regarding, the three tiers: essential, extra, premium, all that kind of stuff. This comes by way of the PlayStation blog written by Nick McGuire. Here's what he has to write. Monthly games will still remain for the base PlayStation Plus Essential tier. An additional monthly refresh will occur in the middle of each month with new games across the PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium/Deluxe plans. The number of games refreshed will vary per month. Getting right into the PS4 and PS5 game catalog. Now, this is pertaining to PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium/Deluxe plans. Here's what they say. We're focused on adding high quality titles into the PlayStation Plus service for players to enjoy. I'm pleased to share a selection of the content that will be available for PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium/Deluxe plans. PlayStation.com will be updated with the game list when it launches in your region. We got the game list. Now, before I go in, Adam, I'm a little confused as I'm reading this right now. What's with this deluxe plan? I've never heard them use that
Oh,
terminology.
yeah. So it's like an alternative to the premium plan where they do
Okay.
not have the infrastructure for game streaming. So it's a cheaper
Oh,
price than what premium is because it can't offer the like any of the PlayStation 3 games or like I
yeah.
said, the ability to stream, which is part of the premium tier.
Interesting. So technically 4 tiers then.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't do deluxe in the United States because
Okay.
premium is available. So it
Sweet.
is just for the regions where premium's not available at all.
I see. Thank you for the clarification.
Yep.
So in regards to the PS4 and the PS5 catalog, they gave a lineup of just a bunch of games from PlayStation Studios to third parties. And like I said, guys, this is a lot. I'm going to kick it off to you, Adam, just by looking at this list. First off, I want to know, are you happy with this list? Does it look good? And what are some standouts on
Mhm.
this list that actually are surprising that they're even on there?
Oh man, just for the first party or for third party as
Yeah.
well? First
Yeah.
party. Okay. I think it's a great list of games that I own half of them already. I mean,
Yep.
some that I bought for myself, some that have been a part of the um PS Plus monthly games before, and so
Right.
if you've been picked up from there, personally, I'm actually really excited. Would be really excited for Patapon and Patapon 2. I know those are
Nice.
probably cheap enough to get, um, but then a few others, Resogun, uh, actually the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection.
Yep.
Because these are all ones that I don't have access to already.
Right.
But
Right.
there are tons of great games on here. Everything from Bloodborne, Demon Souls, Horizon, both the Marvel Spider-Man games that are out so far, Returnal, Last of Us. So it is really a good curation of a lot of the
Definitely.
greatest hits. If you don't have them already,
Definitely.
or haven't played them yet.
Definitely. I think this is a great list overall. Again, this is all PlayStation Studios. This is first party stuff. I mean, some of these studios at the time when they were released were second party at the time, but
Mhm.
acquired since then. But this is a good list. Unfortunately for me, just like you, all the games on here that I care about, I already have, and I think it's interesting seeing them again. It kind of makes me want to go back and try them out again, though, because I'm
Mhm.
reminded of them, especially with, I mean, we'll get to what we've been playing later, but I mean, we're going to have this year, we don't even know what's coming out. And so this might be the backlog year, So there's a lot of interesting things here, but what I like about the list is this list seems like it's curated for not the hardcore. It's curated for those who are entering into the the ecosystem of that being PlayStation, and like, hey, pay this much money, have access to some of the greatest games, dude. I mean, Bloodborne. We got Demon Souls from Blue Point. Unbelievable. We have all the Spider-Mans. We have The Last of Us,
Mhm.
Uncharted. You name it. We have a bunch of them. So I will say some of the ones that stand out to me that I don't remember if I own them or not, but there's a lot of Housemark games here that ever since Returnal, I've been wanting to go back and play some Housemark games.
Mhm.
Housemark, everything's here. Alienation, Resogun, some of their greatest stuff is on here. So I'm excited to even jump in and try those out.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of Gravity Rush Remastered. I loved it. I can't wait to even jump in and play Gravity Rush 2 and try that out because I just never jumped into that. So
Mhm.
I love this list. I think it's great. But moving on to the third party partners, um, it's a different list, and it's we got some people from Ubisoft, some people from Paradox, WB Games, Annapurna, Square Enix, that kind of stuff. Adam, any thoughts on this?
Um, I hear a lot of good things about the Artful Escape, so I'm actually
Yeah,
excited for that one. There are multiple awesome games, both from the indie side and the big publisher side. Obviously, anyone who's listened to this knows that I love Celeste, I love Hollow Knight. Those are both on here. Um, Guardians of the Galaxy had a really good time with that. That's on here. And Outer Wilds is another big indie that I haven't played yet, so that's still kind of a
definitely,
blind spot for me. And then of course
definitely.
there's Red Dead 2 on here, which you and Austin very big fans of, if I remember correctly.
Amazing, amazing game. So yeah,
So
I'm impressed. I totally agree. I think the list looks good. I mean, we have some good things on here. It's kind of funny because Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition already on that's already
yeah,
on the PlayStation Plus collection.
I don't think it's the Royal Edition that is
Okay,
on
just the
the
base
Plus
edition.
collection. Let me double check because I do have it on here.
Okay. Um.
Um, oh, it is the Royal Edition that's
Okay.
on PS Plus collection. So
So
but to be fair, that's only for PlayStation 5 owners only still. So this would hit that for PlayStation 4,
good point. Good
which
point.
I mean is kind of like a reminder that or kind of like drives some of the point that that's something that they're probably not going to add to
Definitely.
or are at some I don't know, maybe they do sunset it at some point
Yeah.
since
Yeah.
they have everything else going on. But
Yeah. Some picks on here that I'm actually really excited that are on here. Control Ultimate Edition. I've played Control only halfway, stopped. That was on PS4. They had the PS5 version here. That's dope. I might jump in and try that out. We
mhm.
have what else is on here? Dead Cells. Dead Cells is one of those games on my Switch that I always go back to. It's a roguelike game. Love it. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. It's weirdly enough Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. I think that's awesome. I I love those games, but I'm not going to go out of my way to buy them.
Mhm.
So I love the fact that they have that on there. I'm going to check that out. Outer Wilds is a really, really, really good game. Y'all should go check that out. And Red Dead Redemption 2, obviously, no brainer. Check that one out because that one's amazing. It's kind of weird though when we get like Tom Clancy's The Division. I'm like, man, that's just I, I guess you can go through it and play it, but like the Division 2 is out and they're kind of somewhat
Oh,
live
yeah.
service games to an extent. It's almost like if Destiny 1 was on here. I'm like, okay, I guess. So either or, those are my thoughts.
Uh,
Moving on, we get
but
a look at the what's up?
I was just going to reiterate. So what we have is not actually the final list for US yet. So this is just what they have confirmed so far. I think you
Sweet.
did read it off earlier, but we will get the full list of games whenever the service goes live.
Sweet. Sweet. Thank you for reminding us about that because again, this might seem like again when you go look at it, it might look like a lot, but then there's even more coming, which is even more exciting. Classic games catalog again for PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium, and then those deluxe plans that are not in America. They write PlayStation Plus Premium / Deluxe members will have a selection of popular classic games to play, with some titles that will show improved frame rates and higher quality resolution compared to their original launch versions. For select original PlayStation Plus and PSP classic games, members will also enjoy a new user interface with menus that allow you to save your game at any time, or even rewind the game if you want a do-over. Also, players who have previously purchased the digital version of select games from the original PlayStation and PSP generation will not have to make a separate purchase or sign up to the PlayStation Plus to play these titles on PS4 or PS5.
One more quick correction because I
What's
don't
up?
think it copied correctly over. This is just for PlayStation Plus Premium
Yes.
slash Deluxe.
Yes. Thank you for catching
Okay.
that. Yeah, not extra, only premium and deluxe. And then lastly, they write, additionally, some remastered classics from previous console generations will be added to the PlayStation Plus Premium slash Deluxe plan. Um, this is such a short list. I'm gonna just read them off real fast. PlayStation Studios, we got Ape Escape, Hot Shots Golf, IQ Intelligent Cube, Jumping Flash, Siphon Filter, and Super Stardust Portable. That is one, two, three, four, five PlayStation games and one PSP game. And then in the third party partners, we got Mr. Driller, Tekken 2, Worms World Party, and Worms Armageddon. Adam, what are your thoughts on these? I mean, again, this is not the full list. I'm
It's
hoping that it gets
it
better, but you tell me.
I imagine so. So I'm actually looking at what Hong Kong is getting
Okay.
because it's already I think already live over there. So
Yeah.
I would imagine we get either the same list or more.
Okay.
And there I want to say there's maybe 2 or 3 times as many. Well, let's see.
Oh.
Because some of these I'm looking at are also listed under the extra tier, but maybe they're not. I think these are the remastered versions you get with premium. Um, yeah, so I think there is more that I think will come
Okay.
if I'm looking at this correctly.
Okay.
So, um, there are a couple that I think I'd like to play, but it's not a ton. So I would actually love to play Ape Escape.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember renting that for PS1 when I was in like I don't know, first, second grade or something like
Nice.
that.
Nice.
And I don't remember. I know I didn't get very far. So I'd love to go back and actually give that another go. Super Stardust. So that's another Housemarque game
Yeah.
that is supposed to be really good. That I would love to check out. And then I hear a lot of people talk about Siphon Filter, but I've never actually looked at what it is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that and then Dark Cloud games would probably be the other ones I look at too.
Cool. Cool. I again, Ape Escape, Superstars Portable, Siphon Filter. Those are the only standout ones to me. It has been announced actually by Ben Studio themselves that Siphon Filter will be getting trophies. Like you can
Hmm.
through these classic games get trophies and a platinum too, which
Hmm.
is awesome. The ability is there. So if you're telling me right now there's a chance we're gonna get Metal Gear on here with
Oh man,
trophies, don't
with
even get
trophies.
me started. I will do it. I'm excited. I'm hoping that we get more PSP games. I think PSP is one of those very nostalgic moments of time for me because like my cousin had a PSP. We would sometimes borrow it, play some games here or there. And it's just one of those systems that I did not have enough time with. And so I want to go back and play some games that are on there. There's like a Metal Gear Acid, which was like a turn-based game. There's just so many games on the PSP that I miss and I want to go back and play those. They look super, super cool. Third party
Yeah.
partners though, whatever. We get some classic games catalog remasters as well. And
Hmm.
it's a good list right here. Real quick, Ape Escape 2, Arc the Lad, Dark Cloud 2, Fantavision, Hot Shots Tennis, Jack 2, Jack 3, Jack X, Jack and Daxter, Rogue Galaxy, Siren, Wild Arms 3, and then for third parties is BioShock Remastered, Borderlands The Handsome Collection, Bulletstorm Full Clip, Kingdoms of Amalur, and Lego Harry Potter Collection. Any of those sent out to you, Adam? Are you happy with this remaster PlayStation Studios list?
Um, I think so. I mentioned wanting to check out Dark Cloud 2. Everything else I either anything else I'm interested in, I have already, except maybe BioShock Remastered. That'd be the only other one. But
Definitely.
yeah,
Definitely. I agree. I agree. They look fun. I mean, I'm excited, but I guess we'll see. I mean, when I get the service, because I'm signing up no matter what. I just have to. Um, when I get the service, I might dabble with some Jack 2, some Jack 3. I mean, I loved those games when I was younger. So I'll
yeah,
go back to them and play with them a little bit. So yeah. Moving on. We get original PS3 games via streaming. This is what they have to say. The new PlayStation Plus will offer PS3 games to stream and play on PS4, PS5, and PC. These are original, non remastered versions of PS3 games and are available to PlayStation Plus premium members where cloud streaming is available. But before we continue, I just want to throw this out there. I hope that these games can be downloaded eventually.
Eventually, sure.
Eventually. Um, it's a good list of PS3 games on here. Adam, any standouts for you? Are you does this get you excited at all? Like, oh, it's weird because we
Yeah.
get Demon Souls Blue Point remastered, and then they're
Look,
like, "Hey,
some
do you want
some
to stream
people
Demon Souls on PlayStation 3, guys?"
some people want the original version, you know?
Good
They
point.
want the classic experience. I don't want that. I like the pretty PS5 version.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, some people wanna go back and play the original experience, the classic experience, either because they've played it and they wanna play it again, or just to see what, this actually used to be.
yeah.
I am excited for the Ratchet& and Clank games. I my I don't know how do I put it. I have a large gap in my gaming history between PS2 and PS4. I had a PS2, played plenty of games, both the Ratchet and Clank games, or at least two of the Ratchet and Clank games on there I played. And then we had a PS3, but I maybe bought 3 games for it. I think I think I only had whatever Prince of Persia game was on there, and like Need for Speed Undercover
Nice.
and maybe one other thing. So I missed all of this. I missed Uncharted. I missed Last of Us.
Yeah,
And then, as you know, I didn't come back to PlayStation until PS5, and I've been
yeah,
cleaning up some of the PlayStation 4 games. But
yeah.
yeah, the PS3 is a huge gap for me. So yeah, there's definitely stuff on here I'd play. And we'll see what else comes. Oh,
Definitely.
Infamous. Like I haven't played any Infamous games either.
Those
Like
games are awesome. Those games are awesome.
so.
So, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
what they have to offer in regards to certain first parties and stuff like that, it's dope. Again, I mean, I'm teasing. I'm buying Nintendo. I mean, Game Boy Color games. Like, you know, you like what you like, and so the fact that it's there and it's available to you, that's awesome. And I will say the ones that stand out to me again, another Housemark Superstardust HD. I want to try that out. Um, I really do want to in the third party stuff. Want to try out Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Never played that, so that'd be too cool to check out. And then Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. Love me some Ninja Gaiden. Um, and then continuing, this is technically the last portion of all this. Time limited game trials. The time limited game trial benefit will enable you to try select games before you buy. After downloading a trial of the full game, you can play it for 2 hours for most games. The playtime counter only counts while you are in the game. It's a great way to try games before you decide to buy, and any trophies and games save data from the trial period will carry forward if you purchase the game. Now, before I continue, it's not written on here. Adam, did you hear the same thing that it's
Yes.
PlayStation themselves that are curating the time limit?
Oh, that are curating the time limit?
Because I thought they're the ones who are choosing what part of the game are they allowing you to try.
Hmm. No, I thought you were gonna say, did you hear that every game that's more than $35 would be required to have one?
That too.
Because that's what I heard.
That too.
Uh,
Yes. Don't know how
no,
they're gonna do it.
yeah, I don't know in terms of, I hadn't heard anything about the selection process for what part of the game or the time limit or anything like that.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I don't know if PlayStation's picking it. That could be rough, but maybe that means it's less work on the devs. I don't know.
It just doesn't make sense though, because if you want to like you can't drop someone in the middle of Horizon Forbidden West and like, hey, whatever you got here will carry over into the next game. That doesn't make any sense. So
Yeah.
it's got to be the beginning every single time. I will say, smart of them to choose Horizon Forbidden West and Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection as the first two for PlayStation first parties. That's dope. Which makes you wonder: is God of War Ragnarok gonna have a 2 hour game trial?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. I think so. Why not?
I don't know, man.
You just gonna play 2 hours of Ragnarok and then be done?
I mean, I hope not. I mean, I would. It's just interesting because I can see this going two ways. Either a lot of people jumping into a game and they're like, oh, the first 2 hours didn't grab me. I'm done. Like I don't have to buy it. And I feel like they can. That's the one struggle with it. But again, what do I know? Hopefully, it's not like that.
I mean, this is like the whole Xbox Game Pass like conversation I think too, right?
I guess
And
you're right.
it's like you're I don't know. You're not buying games, but you're playing more games
Right,
and but
right.
you're also paying for a service to do that. I mean, that whole I think it was the last episode, but that whole like statistical like marketing stuff that they Xbox had put together for GDC, talking about how
Oh, yes.
Xbox Game Pass was increasing the genres, the number of genres that people were dipping into, and like increasing the number of games that they're playing. It's like it's almost kind of dipping into that a little bit without actually being like, whoa, we're not going to let you play the whole game
Right, right,
for
right.
no additional cost, but
Right,
you
right.
do get the taste, and I think that's nice that you get to try it out. Because I don't know if we'll get to it later, but if I had tried out the first 2 hours of Skywalker Saga before buying, I don't know if I would have bought it.
That's sad. Um, yeah, I mean, again, I'm glad that PlayStation is the ones who has to prove that this is worth something. So they had to choose the first party games right off the bat. So I'm glad that they didn't weren't. I'm glad they were not like, hey, 2 hours of Returnal and 2 hours of Rift Apart. Like, I'm glad that they're allowing you to go straight in, choose one of the newer games that they have, see if you enjoy it. Third party choices kind of weird to me though. We get CD Project Red Cyberpunk 2077, which is weird. I'm uh, I'm so surprised it's on there.
No, that makes so much sense. They're like, look, we have a really we have a long way to come back from.
Yeah,
We need every bit of goodwill that we can reclaim.
they
Uh
definitely were like, you know what? Hey, since you guys messed up so bad in the last one, here's how you can fix it.
yeah, I would not be surprised if that was a part of the conversation between PlayStation and CD Projekt.
Yeah.
Um for sure. And then it looks like they have some kind of, possibly a good partnership with 2K in terms of that, but I do think that uh, I feel like there's quite a lot of cross promotion with their titles, so I feel like they're down to work with PlayStation on this stuff.
Oh, definitely, definitely, definitely. I'm looking at that link that you put right there for the PlayStation Plus collection, the Hong Kong page,
Hmm.
and I'm already seeing there's a couple things on here that I don't feel like were on the original one, but it is definitely worth checking out, guys. We will put this in the description of the video as well, so you can go and dig in and see what's there. Um, but that's practically it. This is kind of like our little bits of nibble, so that way we can carry
Hmm.
us over until the actual release. Um, Adam, are you happy with this? Are you content with this? And what are you? Is there something missing that you're hoping to see when it officially comes out?
Mm. I don't know if there's anything specific I'm looking for. It's going to be a really, I've said multiple times that Xbox Game Pass is it's just not for me. That's not how I want to play games. And kind of I want a collection that I can play when I'm ready. And for that very reason, who knows if I'll even get into the extra or premium tiers.
Mm, mm,
Like, maybe I'll dip in just to try it out and see what it's like, and if there's, like, if I list out, "Okay, hey, these are the games I'm interested in. Let me take the next how many ever months, play through them," because I'm not sure if I would actually wanna buy them.
right, right,
But play through them, see what it's like, and then probably go back down to just the base tier after
definitely,
that. I don't know. So,
definitely.
it's hard to say.
I'm excited. I'm gonna jump in. I mean, I'm enjoying these plans. In regards to like Xbox for me and Game Pass. I enjoy it. Game Pass, I think it's great. It's an awesome value. But on my Xbox, I'm never gonna buy a game on there. I'm just gonna use Game Pass. And so I'm I'm jumping into this because I'm curious about it, but I will buy games on my PlayStation console. Um, unless it's available to the PlayStation Plus Pass, then I don't have to. Well, then okay, cool. That's a loophole I can go around then. But either
Mhm.
or, I'm excited because one, we're going to continue getting our monthly games. I mean, I will say this: PlayStation Plus monthly games are on just a much higher tier than games with gold. with Xbox. They're
Yeah.
just so much better. Um, and I'm not trying to say they're so much better because they're like AAA, the top of the top. No, but just in regards to value, they really give more. They just choose better games. Sometimes
Yeah.
Games of Gold comes out and I'm like, what is that? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And I'm excited because just like with Game Pass, they they update Game Pass constantly with new stuff. The same thing's going to happen with this. Like, this is going to be a living and breathing service that is going to be refreshing itself every time in the middle of the month for the extra and premium plans. So that's also exciting because the chances of there being something on here that's not on Game Pass makes it exciting. Like, it kind of like,
Hmm.
in all honesty, what this very well could mean for me is that I no longer have to pay for third party games ever again, especially on Xbox. I don't have to pay for first party games ever again. I just have to pay for first party games on PlayStation with the select few third parties. Like, Elden Ring sold
Elden
what,
Ring.
15 million copies. From Software is going to make you charge for the next game, no doubt. And I will be there with $70. Here you go, ready to go. But it's only the select few, you know? Everything else, Dying Light 2, you know, your third parties that you're not really sure on. Here we go. Here's the plan. Hopefully it's on there. You can dig in. No strings attached. You don't have to take no risks. That's awesome. I'm excited. So there we go. That is the PlayStation
Yeah.
Corner for you guys.